So that kind of leads me into this like buyer rent. Are there safety considerations that play a role when you make those decisions
Oh
for
gosh,
equipment?
yes. um, so absolutely, I think both have their pluses and their minuses.
Yeah,
Again, every company is going to have to kind of look at it on their end. And one of the jobs that I had in my construction career was I was an equipment director for a large construction company. And even our internal fleet, we had assignments of, how much we would charge to rent it per hour. And it had to match similar to what the other rental companies were doing. And when you look at that as to how much you're charging your job to have that piece of equipment out there, over time you can take those numbers and see, okay, is it worth it to pay for it, have that inside our fleet, but then don't forget all the money that you're going to have to put on. Big fan of preventative maintenance programs, making sure that you have qualified workers, making sure that you're staying up to date on all of the regulations that are out there with the heavy equipment these days. It is a lot of money for an investment, but it could be worth it depending on how much you're using the equipment. My big caution with equipment is a lot of people like to go to auctions or, sales of companies going out of business or used equipment. I'm not opposed to it. I think you can get really great deals, but you really got to have somebody who knows what they're looking at come with you and really give that machine a good work through. There's a lot of things a fresh coat of paint can hide, and you don't
sure.
want to end up with a lemon that you just spent $100,000 on that is just going to be a money pit for you.
So if I can dive just a little deeper on this one, with with equipment ownership, I'm assuming that the risk then is on the contractor to have the best quality maintenance, but maybe some savings that they're purchasing specialized safety equipment once, and then on rental, the onus is really on most of the onus is probably on the rental company to maintain the equipment properly, but a downside would be the specialized add-on safety features. Is that right?
Yeah. So you have the ability to customize your machines for the exact type of work that you have. I would say, as far as rental companies go, we would love to say that all of the risk is on the rental company, but realistically speaking, catching the defects is still on the renter. So it is their responsibility to make sure that that machine passes its daily checks, that it's in good condition, and then you can call the rental company in order to come fix it, but it's still your responsibility to check everything. The thing that I don't love about rentals is you just never know what you're going to get. And that's the benefit of owning is your operators can become very proficient in that specific machine. They know it. They know its quirks. They know when it's acting weird. So they have that kind of like we were talking before, that gut sense when something's going wrong with it, which can help you out in the long run of safety as well.
Yeah, kind of both with rental and with owning. After being in any piece of equipment for some time, you start to pick up on noises or some kind of something's acting a little bit different. I think is what
Yep.
you're saying there.